Zaman dia. Zaman dia doa.
Just had to be sort of Yusuf today. Just a fun fact. The last day of Umar Khattab's life, when he was leading Fajr, it was reported that he was reading Surah Yusuf. And if you know Surah Yusuf, you'll understand how a man like Umar Khattab could be just standing there, being stabbed over a dozen times. While he was reading the surah, you'll understand that he goes through each stab, but still having his khushu'. And that's the power of Surah Yusuf. Before I begin, I had to change my subject a bit just last night because I thought to myself, how can I give advice to the sons of this community if I don't give advice to my son themselves? So, my sons, I want you to listen to the story, and I want you to understand the importance of being attached to the masjid, inshallah. There was a boy at the age of 14 years old, and he lived in Medina. And this boy, he woke up one morning, and he woke up to the sound of the adhan of Asr. And when he heard the adhan, he started to cry. He sat at the edge of his bed, he was crying. 14 years old. So he gets himself up, and he goes to make wudu, and he makes his way walking to the masjid. Now the distance between his house to the masjid is quite a far distance, in which he missed the prayer with the jama'ah. Upon approaching the masjid, he sees that they're giving salams, and they're ending the prayer. So he cries. He continues to cry. But then he stops crying, and he starts to wonder. He's looking around, he's thinking, and he starts to smile. And he smiles, and he continues his path in a different way. And he goes to a different masjid, and upon entering this masjid, you know, where the place where they put all the shoes and stuff like that, in Saudi Arabia, specifically in Medina, there are a lot of masjids everywhere in every hayy, in every district, in every corner actually. So there are plenty of masjids around. And when he approaches the second masjid, he sees something. And when he looks into the masjid, he falls right in the front door in sujood. He sees the people of the masjid, they're still sitting and waiting for prayer. Now, this boy, he was told a hadith. And this hadith has a bit of weakness to it. It was reported by At-Tirmidhi, and Albani gave it, he graded it as Hassan. But this boy, he heard this hadith, and the hadith goes, whoever prays, Billah, whoever prays for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, fil jama'ah, in the congregation, for 40 days, Allah will save him from two things. The first of which, al-bara'ah min al-nar, the punishment of hellfire, and al-bara'ah min al-nifaq, and the punishment or the sinfulness of of hypocrisy. Whoever prays in Jama'ah for 40 days, you're saved from these two things. And this 14-year-old boy, when he heard this hadith, the day in which we're talking about, the day in which he's seen crying, and he was happy, and he was crying again, and he makes sujood, was actually the 40th day that he made it to the masjid. As you can see, he woke up. And what time did he wake up? For Asr. He was implementing the sunnah of the Prophet by sleeping after Dhuhr. He wakes up to make wudu. And he's crying because he knows he's going to miss the Jama'ah. So when he goes and he makes wudu and he's walking to the masjid, we notice that he's walking and he's implementing another sunnah of the Prophet by walking to the masjid. By approaching the masjid, he sees the Jama'ah finishing Salat al-Asr. And he cries because he knows that he missed his 40th day. But he stops to think and he wonders. He says, there's another masjid. Perhaps they pray a little later. So he's excited. And he goes to the second masjid. And upon seeing the people inside the masjid waiting for prayer, he knows that he can make it for Asr on the 40th day, implementing the action of the hadith that he learned. So my brothers, this is just a 14-year-old boy. Keep yourself attached to the masjid. Keep yourself attached to the people who loves the masjid. As you can see, the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is only within His house. Is only within His house. And if you want to see the people, the faces that build the masjid, they're going to stand with you today. حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح.